Okay, this is what's called a reverse osmosis system. This thing that you see in the little container there, it's a medium-sized container, that all is supposed to actually be mounted under the kitchen sink, so in the cabinet. But as you can see right now, there's a ton of stuff in the cabinets, not mounting it there. We wanted it to be tested and get it running. So now I came up with a new idea. Instead of mounting this thing under the sink, what I will probably do is find a container that this thing fits in better, maybe something a little taller, a little stronger. That's a very cheap plastic container it's in now, and make a set of wheels for it so that it's easily transportable, like maybe 2 wheels so that you can pull it or drag it or whatever, with some kind of nice supporting enclosure. And again, make it a portable unit, because what this thing does, it's sucking the water from the faucet through the red line, goes through 3 filters on the bottom. There's 3 filters on the bottom. You can't really see them that great. There's 3 filters on the bottom, and then it comes up to the top to the reverse osmosis filter, which is this one here. That's where the reverse osmosis process happens. The clean water gets sent to the tank or directly out of the faucet, and the bad water from the process is being drained right there. I lost my train of thought where I was going with while I was explaining how the system works. But anyway, again, maybe self-contained unit on wheels, easily transportable. Oh, I remember where I was going now. Explaining how it works, and then this here's a pump. So you can have like 0 water pressure. You can be at a lake, at a river. You can rig a way to get water into this line from the lake or the river or whatever the case might be. This will pump it so that it can produce the reverse osmosis system and give enough outward pressure. And then on top of that, this is an ultraviolet light. So the last stage before you actually get to drink this water, it travels through the ultraviolet light. I don't have it turned on right now. There's no need to turn it on, because again, this is just getting the system pressurized and testing it for the first time. But if you needed to treat your water for bacteria and things like that, just to make sure that everything is dead, this is the final stage. It goes through there. You can see the blue line comes out there, and then it would go into your reverse osmosis tap there. So very very neat system to be able to put in a self-contained housing unit, and to be able to treat water where maybe there is really not a lot of drinkable water around for any number of reasons. So this, as I'm thinking now, it's a prepper idea, in addition to other preps. Okay, there's some of my other preps back there, homemade things, natural stuff. All right, so thought I'd create this video, thought I'd share this information as I play with this, learn more about it, get myself some water made that has very little TDS in it, and I can start drinking my water and not have to worry about the public water here. The public water puts out about anywhere between 127, I've seen, up to about 145 of TDS with a meter. So there's a spring that's about 10 miles from this house. Sometimes I would go to the spring, because the springs total dissolved solids were a whole lot less. They were like half the amount. Sometimes they would read anywhere between 30 and 60 at the most. So with that, with the knowing that the water's treated, it's probably got well, you can smell chlorine sometimes. Sometimes it's got an onion smell. Anyway, this is designed to take all that out and give you basically some pretty pure drinking water. There's one company that I do like called Zero Water. They make the carbon filters. It's like a 5-stage filter, and when you use their system, it gets costly over time, but it does do what it's supposed to do. When you're drinking that water, you've got total dissolved solids within that water, and and it's truly zero. So that's neat. So this will come out zero also, or it should. I don't know. I haven't tested yet, but in all theory, it should come out to zero. There are a few filters that I can add to this so that I'm not drinking what people refer to as dead water. Dead water is water basically that has everything stripped out of it. So it's probably a little slightly on the acidic side with the pH test strips. I'm going to test it. And people tend to want it to be a little more neutral or more on the alkaline side. So there is an alkaline filter that I can, and I actually have two of them. I just don't have them installed yet, but they'll go right here in this line before the ultraviolet light, and that will put basic minerals back into the water. So basically you'd be going from a zero water type of water, a true distilled water. Well, not true distilled because distillation is a different process, but it gives you the same results. But what it would do is give you mineral water. So maybe a few more particles in the water, but from everything I've seen, from the research I've done, the particles that it adds back to the water, some people say it's negligible, you know, it's not worth the effort, etc. I just got the filters with the kit, so why not use them? And I'll try it just to see if the water tastes different with the minerals added back to it versus no minerals in it. Because again, I either drink zero water from the Zero Water Company or distilled water that I buy from the store. And so I'm used to the taste of zero things being in the water. But we'll try it and see. Either way, I'm happy to have this system. iSpring is the company. And they send a very complete package. They really do. I mean, everything is like top-notch stuff. And let me play with it a little bit more. Maybe I'll get another one to mount under the sink. But again, I am going to keep this one mobile. I think it's neat. I can take it to people's houses and filter their water for them. Give them drinkable water. All right, cool stuff. Have a great day.